What's up, guys? I'm here with Eben-Ezer. My name is Josué Bañuelos, and we're going to give you guys a quick run through of how we do our basic live stream setup. Okay, so to start off, we're going to start off with our audio. We have 3 mixers, but we just use 2 for our live setup. Our first one is our drum setup for live, and our main mixer is also the one we use for live. So to start off, we're gonna tell you guys how we figured out our sound. So when we first started, we were doing lives on people's phones through Facebook Live, and the sound wasn't really there. It was a terrible sound for a live service. So what we did when we stepped up our software is to figure out how we could get a live sound throughout our worship. Because in our worship, when we had our live and we started off, the only thing you could hear was the voices and the pastor. So we wanted to increase the quality of our live video. So what we did was that we included all the instruments so you could get a feel of what we're hearing here in the house. So to start off, we'll start off with our drums. All right, so here in our drums, we have our drums mic'd up so the live could be able to hear it. So it adds the quality of our worship. So here we have the MG10. It's a small Yamaha mixer, which is the same brand of our main mixer, which is a Yamaha as well. This version of the MG10 is just a smaller version of our main mixer. We have our drums mic'd in with the DRST100s. So you get that sound out of the drums during our live service. Our piano is connected directly to our mixer, so that wasn't a big problem. The problem we had was that we couldn't hear the guitars or the bass. So what we tried to do was that we connected it directly like we did with our other instruments. But the problem was that we would get the sound on live, but the sound here at church, it was different. So we show you how we wired that as well. All right, so to recap real quick, our drum kit mics are connected to our Yamaha MG10, and our mics that are mic'd up to our speakers so we could be able to hear them on the house and in live are connected everything to our snake. So this snake gives us the flexibility of connecting as many cables and just sending one cable out to our main mixer, and we'll show you how we connected that to our live setup just in a bit. Okay, so with the guitar, to fix the problem of not being able to hear it in live, we also wired it with the DRST100 mic, which is the ones that we purchased for the drum kit. So the problem that we had with this one is that we tried to connect it directly like we did with the piano, but the problem was that the guitar player wouldn't be able to hear himself, and we could have fixed it easily adding another monitor to this side, but we were trying to stay on a budget. So the easiest way and the cheapest way we did it was to mic it up for now. So it's mic'd up and we are able to hear what the guitar is playing. And we also did that with the bass. With the bass, the problem we had when we connected directly is that our speakers from church were giving out a really dirty sound every time the bass was being played. So to take away that dirty sound and that ugly sound of the bass during service, what we did is that we disconnected it, and we did the same thing, wiring it, miking it up with the Shure SM58. So these two are the only ones that are being mic'd up. Everything else is connected directly to our main mixer. So here we come back to our media room, and the snake, which we mentioned a while back, it brings out all these lines or these inputs. So every instrument, every mic, the pastor's mic, is connected to that snake, and that snake leads everything through one cable, and we have various amount of cables that are connected here through the snake. So to get the audio and put it in our live, the only thing we did is connected it via USB. This mixer comes with a USB outlet, so you could connect it to your computer and get the same sound or the same instrument sounds that you're getting in the mixer. Everything that's being played here is sending out to our computer. So everything that we hear in church, you guys could hear it in your live video. All right, so for our cameras, we started off with the phone as I told you guys in the beginning, and the quality of a phone is really limited, so we stick to cameras. And we have a Canon RP right here sitting next to us, and this is our side camera. The problem that we ran into this is that our batteries, we didn't want them to run out during a service because the service could last from 3-4 hours or however it goes. But to fix that problem, we bought a cable that connects to our wall outlets, so that way it stays charged throughout the whole service, and we don't have to worry about it dying in a service. So this is our Canon RP on our side camera, and we also have a PTZ camera. That one is a little pricey, but it's worth it. We're planning on getting a few more cameras to get more views, which is what the pastor wanted. But for now, right now, this is what we have: the Canon RP as our side camera and our PTZ as our front camera. Our cameras, we have them connected here to Black Magic, and in our experience, we haven't had a problem with it. It's been really useful. The Black Magic allows us to switch views with just the touch of a button, and it gives you guys different views as well during our live service, so you guys don't have to just look at one image throughout the whole video. So here we have our mixer MG16 and our Black Magic with the camera views. So here we come to the main part of our whole live setup. So we have two programs running at the same time that go hand in hand, which right now you're looking at vMix, and we are also using a program called ProPresenter. So our ProPresenter is mainly for our church, but it works hand in hand with our live. So anything we're doing here in ProPresenter, we have the ability of switching it up here. So let's say we're announcing the new way of giving that we're working on, which is online using our Q code. So that's what we could be showing on live as well. And this monitor, what we use it for, it comes with our Black Magic. So we have our two views, our side camera and our main camera. And like I said, with the click of a button, we can switch views, and this is what it's showing now. So that gives the live a little more, I guess it makes it a little more interesting because you don't have to be staring at one image the whole time. So here in vMix, you could do a lot of things. This allows you to go beyond what we used to do, which was Facebook Live through a phone. It could be a little pricey, but I would encourage you guys to start up, saving up. That's how we started. So don't think that we started doing this because we had money to spare. We didn't. But if you guys get together, make a plan, you guys could be able to buy these softwares. And the cheapest route isn't always the best route. Yes, you could probably get what you're looking for, but I just wanted to tell you guys that these programs that we're running are programs that big churches are using, like big name churches are using, and we are learning a little more of how to run things. So one thing that I like to do once in a while on our master volume, one thing that we learned in a church tour that we took was using Pro Tools. But for us, we don't have the funds to go with Pro Tools yet. So the amazing thing about vMix is that it has a mixer built into it. So you could mess around with the gain, the different plugins, the EQ, the compressor, and the noise gates. So you could kind of give out a good quality sound with the live. But again, if you invest in software, it's always going to be the best. So for now, that's our plan, going with Pro Tools. But vMix and ProPresenter hasn't let us down when we talk about live video. And we could do overlay PNGs. We could also have our online services, which means that we have different tabs that we could use. Our background beats, we just have one background beat, and that's the one we use to end our live videos. So when you guys see one of our services during live, we might have something saying thanks for joining us or something like that, and we'll be playing our background beat to end the video. So ProPresenter, like I said, works hand in hand. So if we decide to put up a verse for the pastor, we have the ability to do that and show the church. But since it works hand in hand with our live software, what we could do is also show the live audience what we're looking at. So if the pastor wants, let's say Genesis 1:1, we could put it on the TVs and we could also put it on for you guys. So one thing that we were doing that the pastor didn't like was that we were putting him on the half of the screen and our Bible verses on the other half. But again, with software, you could do anything. So there's no limit to what you could do. And that's the good thing about vMix. So what we did is that we started putting the verses in the bottom. So with vMix, you literally have no limit. And I encourage you guys that if you want to start a new way to live stream, this is a really good way. And it's, I'm not saying that we're professional or anything, but we're doing this tutorials because when we started off, we had to figure everything out. But I hope and we hope that this video helps you guys start off and kind of have an idea of what you guys want to do. So God bless you guys. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and let us know and we'll have someone answer your guys' questions with no doubt. Thank you guys for joining us and we'll be back with more videos.